Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Flock of Geeks Gaming. This week, I'm hosting. I am Kester. Joining me, as always, is the handsome Defense, also known as Andrew.
I'm happy to be on the show.
I'm glad I could have you this week.
Episode 4, it's a landmark, and I'm honored.
Yeah, we actually made it out weekly this time too. I'm proud of us.
Yeah. Got to get some editing done, but it should be on time.
Yeah, each week we're getting a little bit better.
We're getting a little more professional. You know, we're adults.
Yeah.
Holidays aren't occurring.
Yeah. I'm a lot... Well, no, I was drinking a lot this week, so I could say I was a little more sober, but now.
And we can say happy birthday to Kester, our host.
Thank you.
Yes, so...
All right.
I was happy to actually be a part of the birthday festivities. It was a good time.
It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I'm older and worse as a human being than I was last year. So it's kind of depressing.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We all get older.
I mean, with how much I chain smoke, I kind of figure I'm about halfway through my life. And luckily, I've accomplished everything I set out to do.
Your bucket list is completely checked.
We're good. Started a podcast. And I got really fucked up.
There you go. That's it.
So what are we doing this week?
Okay, so we're going to go over quick news, not too much. Actually, this week, we were both pretty busy, so... but the main segment are games we're looking forward to this year, because last episode, if you guys listened, was...
and we know that you did.
the game of the year for us. So we're doing the most anticipated games.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's going to be a good year, I think.
I do too. With this generation of consoles, games are becoming more oriented toward them. I think we'll get some good games. And then something I'm really excited about, we're going to do the top 10 Smash Brothers characters we wish that were in the game.
This is a listener request, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, it'll be good. Unfortunately, we don't have fan mail or any Kester drunken thoughts, so we'll just have to make do.
Yeah, and I was really drunk all week. I just didn't have any thoughts.
Okay, so on to the next segment. We're going to be talking about games we're looking forward to this year, 2016.
I cannot wait. I feel like it's going to be a good year.
Other than everyone dying, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have died.
Poor rest in peace, Alan Rickman and David Bowie.
Yeah. Like, normally celebrity deaths do not affect me, but, man, that sucks.
Yeah. It was, for me, it was just completely out of nowhere.
I know, like
that's the last, like, you don't even really think about him, but when you see him, it's like, oh, yes. Alan Rickman.
I know, I love Alan Rickman, and we'll never hear that voice again.
I know, it's sad.
Same with Bowie, man.
I know.
I love David Bowie. I'm not even that big on music, and I love David Bowie.
Plus he's in The Labyrinth, which is a fantastic movie.
He's great in The Prestige too.
Yeah, that is awesome too. So rest in peace, guys. I hope you're having a good time partying wherever you're partying.
Hopefully they're partying together somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they're just in heaven on a beach with wine and...
they're hanging out.
Yeah, I would be hanging out with Alan Rickman or David Bowie. So
hopefully we get to hang out with both someday. Okay, so we'll go into the anticipated games. First up, it's coming out pretty soon. It's called Firewatch. Have you heard anything about this game?
I saw a little bit on it. I'm not entirely sure what it is, though.
All right, it comes out February 9th. It's a first-person adventure game. It's decision-based, kind of. You make decisions, and they change the path of the game a little bit. Just the main story is I think you're a firefighter of some sort, or like a park ranger, and two girls go missing in the woods, and you have to go find them. But like, tons of crazy stuff starts happening to you.
That sounds awesome.
Like it becomes kind of paranormal in a way.
So yeah, it's almost like a survival horror.
It seems that way. It definitely seems that way. But just from the trailer, there's really no gameplay. It was kind of that like intertwined. This looks like a scripted event gameplay. But the voice acting was super awesome. Like usually that stuff doesn't really stick out to me. But it really did in this. Like, they sounded great. And the graphics are kind of, they're interesting. They're like very heavy cell shaded. So it's almost like at first glance, it doesn't look cell shaded.
But it's cell shaded.
But it is. and it reminds me of like a more realistic version of Team Fortress 2. If you've ever seen those graphics.
Yeah.
It seems like they're trying to get a little more realistic with that, but keeping like the light color palette. And I saw a little bit of like, I think it was like teaser gameplay, actual gameplay, and it looked like it got real dark real fast. It just looked really interesting.
That sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't even heard. I have heard of it. I think I might have even watched the trailer, but I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, like we wanted to get this list together, so I went and looked back, and that really stuck out to me. I was like, I actually really want to play this game. It looks cool. So I'm excited for that. I think it'll be neat.
Is it multi-platform, every system?
Yes. It's not an exclusive.
Okay, that's good.
So, next up, actually, Street Fighter V.
Oh man!
Just so you guys know that I'm going to be trying to go in order. The only thing that's going to be out of order is our own. At the very end, we're going to do most anticipated for each of us. So, but right now, Street Fighter V coming out February 16th.
Awesome! It got moved up.
Yeah, what is this?
This is unheard of.
I know. I think by like 2 months.
Yeah, and we actually played a ton of it with the beta. I am liking it a lot. Fighting games is one of my genres, if you will. I love fighting games. My favorite fighting game series of all time, probably Marvel vs. Capcom, but I'm going to slate like Street Fighter's right under that. Mm-hmm. And after the disappointment that was Street Fighter 4 for me, I could not be happier with what I played in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, fireballs are going to be seem toned way down. I love the roster. I'm so happy they brought Karen back.
Yeah, she was my favorite in the beta. Yeah, she was awesome.
I love Karen. That's going to be my character. I also think that it's awesome that they're releasing the game early. And it's not finished. They're still making characters, but they're going to give you those characters for free.
That's fantastic. Like, I get the whole mentality of trying to get a game out as soon as possible, to like bring down costs so they get some revenue back. But like the fact that they're willing to just give those characters up so that we can play is awesome.
Yeah, we can play it now.
And that's great too. I mean, it's perfect for a fighting game because the only thing, everything's there. The only thing you're missing is the characters, if anything.
Yeah.
So, like, the game's not going to change. It's
like, hopefully this sets a precedent.
That's what I was hoping. That's kind of what I was going to say, too. It's just like, that would be awesome.
Like, I mean, we've been talking so much about DLC bullshit, and here is Capcom, one of the companies, Capcom, the company that was charging you for DLC fighters on the disc, is now giving them away for free. So it's like, they finally got it. They and Street Fighter to me is the best, like, pure fighting game. I will say I enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom more. I think Marvel vs. Capcom is the best fighting game to watch, but Street Fighter is the most technical fighting game, and this looks a lot more rushed down. I guess I'll be talking terms maybe hardcore fighting fans won't get here.
Hey, go for it, man. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of, like, rush down footsie play as opposed to just spamming fireballs and spacing. Mm-hmm. So it looks like the action is going to be much more intense. The thing I'll say about it is it's pretty much going to be Street Fighter Alpha 4.
Yeah.
It plays the most like Street Fighter Alpha out of all the Street Fighter games and series. It plays a lot like Alpha. It actually has a lot of characters that were only in Alpha, like Rainbow Mika, Karen, Birdie. So it's cool because Street Fighter Alpha 3 is my second favorite Street Fighter game of all time. So I'm very excited about this. I cannot wait.
And plus what I liked about Street Fighter 4 was the graphics. I thought they were cool and well done. So, and they kind of just improved them for 5. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. Like you said, you get the alpha that you like, and then you get the pretty cool graphics from 4.
Yeah, I mean, as a fighting game fan, this is the big one this year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, as big as Tekken 7's coming out.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm so off the Tekken train. I played too much Tekken in my teens.
Yeah.
And I could not be more excited for Street Fighter. It's just so good. I can't wait. The only thing is that I noticed in the beta his throws being a little overpowered because it kind of seemed to take wake-ups out of the game, because if you got knocked down, you could just wake up and throw, and it almost hit every time.
Yeah.
And, like, you shouldn't be able to do that. But that's beta, so probably something that'll be looked at.
Yeah, and, I mean, if that's the worst thing...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's big, though. It's bigger than you think.
It's big because it's a fighting game, and that's a crucial mechanic.
Wake-up mechanics are rare.
Oh, especially Street Fighter. I mean, I'm not really huge into it, but from the beta playing it and looking up stuff, like how to play, some tips and tricks, like that was a huge part. But just wake-ups.
Yeah, wake-ups are key. Like, Street Fighter is so good because it's intense rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
That's why.
I've even noticed it playing it. But it was a lot of fun. I think the beta went better than they anticipated. Because they ended up having a lot more beta sessions that I missed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's crazy how much we got to play this game before it actually came out.
And, like, there was randomly, like, a week they just released the game. And it was just, like, it was Ryu and Ken... And they were just, like, training, and you could just play. But it wasn't online, but, like, you could just practice.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah, throw it out there.
Yeah. So that was cool. And, like, I think it went really well and was really well received. So they're just like, screw it. We're going to release it 2 months early and just throw your characters when we get them done.
Yeah, like...
That's a fantastic idea.
Bravo, Capcom.
And the thing is, they're honestly not competing with much else at that point either. Like, it's really early in the year. That about February, people are probably getting done with the games they got from Christmas. Yeah. I think it's a solid move.
And then someone who, like, I watch Evo every year. Mm-hmm. I used to play in a lot of fighting game tournaments. The hype on this game is going to be outrageous.
Oh yeah,
like this is going to be the big fighting game for a while. I think. I think it's going to take over as like the number one most viewed like fighting game probably.
Oh yeah, I mean the only thing really competing as Mortal Kombat, but that came out last year, and that's kind of it's hitting its run where it's just hardcore players now.
Yeah, I mean they're still releasing DLC for that game.
Yeah, but I think it's getting to the point where it's just people that are dedicated.
Yeah, the really good people.
Yeah. So up next for me, I love the Hitman games and the new ones coming out March 11th.
I have never played a Hitman game, to be honest.
I am pumped. It's just called Hitman, so they're just going back to basics.
Back to basics.
But it looks solid. What I really like about this game is it's pretty much infiltrate this area and kill a dude. It's really simple, and literally, it's probably the most original game that says like you have decisions that you can make to do different things. Like this game, legitimately, you do.
So like you can sneak and shoot your way in.
Yeah, you could sneak it. You could like if you're patient, you could wait for like for instance, a limousine driver drives up, okay, and you see him drive up and he's getting out and he goes into the place. You could restart the level, go realize he's going to do that, kill him, take his suit, and then you'll get in.
That's sweet.
Because they think you're the limo driver. Shit like that. Like that's the game. Like that's how you do it. Any way you can imagine.
Yeah, it's just coming up with creative ways to infiltrate and kill a guy.
Somebody. Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe I avoided those games because I thought there was sneaking.
There is, but it's more like disguise and like espionage. It's really cool. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe I've criminally overlooked the franchise then because I was pegging it as like gotta sneak into this factory or this office and kill this guy.
It's not really like that as much. It's a lot more disguise oriented than anything.
I do like a good disguise.
Yeah, it's fun. The thing I can say about the series up to this point, they've gotten progressively better, undoubtedly. But like the thing that turned off a lot of people were the controls. They were really, really clunky when it like first came out. The first couple games, the last game that just came out, they did it well. It was definitely playable, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm very much looking forward to this game.
Maybe I'll try out a Hitman this year.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna buy it so you can come over. Maybe we'll Twitch it. It might be a fun Twitch.
Yeah, it might be
because like we could dress up and
disguises.
Yes,
I love a good disguise.
Okay, on the list, Tekken 7. You mentioned it.
I already mentioned Tekken 7.
It comes out in arcade March 8th. But the console release is to be announced.
Okay, well, There aren't arcades anymore.
I know.
Which makes me sad.
I know.
I used to be feared and respected in the arcade community. Not so much respected, but people hated seeing me because they were about to lose their money. Like, I met friends later on in life. They were like, we used to go to the mall to play Tekken, and then you'd be in there, and we just keep walking because no one could beat you.
Mom, come pick me up. I don't want to play here anymore.
Yeah. I was really good at Tekken.
I just thought it was interesting that there's an arcade coming
Yeah,
up.
Kuma's going to be in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going to be in Tekken, so might be a reason to play it. And I just think that's cool that they're putting Akuma in it.
Yeah, and like he's not even in the new Street Fighter.
No, he didn't make the cut.
So like, okay, we'll give him to Tekken.
Tekken can have him.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, but it's fine.
And they're in no way related.
No, not at all.
Like through anything, I don't think.
You know what? They actually said that they're like incorporating him into the story. So,
Isn't he just like a demon?
Akuma?
Yeah.
No, he sold his soul to a demon. Okay, so yeah,
I apologize.
Yeah, like technically he's not a demon.
Yeah,
he's a guy who sold his soul to a demon to obtain the power to kill his brother.
Okay. Who's his brother?
Goken.
Okay, so he's the trainer of Ryu and Ken.
Trainer of Ryu and Ken.
Okay.
Correct.
That he was in that when I mentioned the Street Fighter, like it was Ryu and Ken. You could just like fight a little bit, but there wasn't online. He's in it too, but he's just like he just talks. You can't play as him.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was gonna say he wasn't announced.
He might be in the game though.
He wasn't that fun to play in 4, but yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that missed the cut in Street Fighter V that are kind of shocking.
Yeah, they're kind of going a different way with it. I mean,
I'm perfectly all right with that. If I wanted anyone to be in the game, Cammy would have been my number 1 pick. Karen would have been my number 2.
So there you go.
So I'm happy.
Yeah, there you go. Uncharted 4.
It would have been.
I just kind of died inside when I put this on the list too.
I know.
It comes out April 26th.
Yeah. If you want to go back, you can go back to our very first episode and listen to me complain about Uncharted 4.
For what, half an hour?
Half an hour, and I could have kept going. That's how disappointed I was in that beta.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play the single player though.
Yeah, it'll be worth buying for that. It
definitely will be. I mean, it's Naughty Dog. The game played and looked phenomenal.
In worst case scenario, we'll most definitely get the co-op story, so we can play that.
Yeah, and I was also thinking that I thought about this after a bunch of ranting and raving that in Uncharted 3 they did have a classic mode. If they put like a classic mode in Uncharted 4 where it takes out the down mechanic, maybe we have something. So
that would be awesome.
Before I hit the panic button, I want to take a deep breath. But it makes me really sad that this isn't my most anticipated game.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, man.
Yeah, it's still gonna be great though.
I'll put it in a little tier.
Yeah, 1 tier for that.
The rest of the games are kind of like the quarter spring kind of deal. There's no official date, but hopefully this year.
Yeah, the quarters this year. Yeah. Okay.
Spring, the new Doom comes out.
I did like Doom 3 a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I really like Doom 3.
Oh, okay.
I had it on my Xbox, abused the hell out of the quick save. That game had a really good atmosphere.
It did. It really did. It used the flashlight very well.
Yeah, I mean, for the time, I remember thinking that it was the best lighting I'd ever seen in a video game.
Was that a... I don't remember. Was that a launch title for the Xbox?
No, I don't believe so.
But it was on Xbox.
It was only on the Xbox. It wasn't on PS2.
Yeah,
I remember that. Because it was like... But I'm excited for it. I have a lot of faith in id Soft. Is that it?
What?
Who makes Doom? Is it id?
Yeah.
id,
yeah.
I have confidence in them in first person shooters.
Yeah, I've no reason to believe they won't do a good job.
Yeah. And especially this one because it almost got into that like scary territory because they quit making it and then they went back to the drawing board. But from what I've seen of it, it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't look revolutionary, but it looks fun and it looks really, really gory, which I'm okay with.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So. I'm kind of expecting them to realize, like, so many games, are doing that survival horror like genre now, where it's just kind of getting ridiculous. And I think they're kind of going back old school a little bit with this one. Like, let's make it gory, lots of blood, ligaments flying off, kind of over the top,
lots of bullets,
crazy guns. Yeah.
Like,
hopefully that's what this is gonna be.
I mean, I hope. I actually like the survival horror of Doom, but I mean, I could go for that as well. Like, give me an over the top, violent shooter. And I mean, I've liked every Doom ever made, so
yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it might not be a straight away pickup, but I probably will pick it up.
Yeah, I'll probably rent it.
Yeah, I want to see. I don't really rely on reviews too much, but I want to watch like Twitch feeds of it. I feel those are better reviews because you're seeing people play the game.
Yeah,
like I'll make my assertions from that. I don't need your like.
I've actually gotten to the point where I've been in the video game liking long enough that the ones that are most tailored to my taste are game trailers. So
I agree. They're really good. Like
game trailer. Like I don't trust GameSpot.
IGN. I don't trust.
I don't trust IGN or Game Informer. The only one I really like genuinely always agree with their reviews, game trailers. Yeah. So whatever they say, if they like it, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah. That's a fair assumption. Dishonored 2.
Didn't play the first Dishonored.
Really?
Yeah.
That game's awesome.
A lot of sneaking in that game.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Right.
It is very, you don't have to. It's better. I've played both ways. It's better sneaking. It's just really fun. It's probably, I mean, it's a Bethesda game, actually. Bethesda makes those.
So that's...
But it's their linear game. It's not their, like, open world.
I'd like to see what they could do with a linear game, to be honest.
You should watch some videos of that. There's, like, people, because there's a lot of, like, in this game, you're kind of like a super assassin. So, like, you have, like, stop time and teleport and stuff. So, you should see, like, people memorize where everybody's at. They'll go through a level, like, and it's amazing. I really highly recommend watching a skilled player play Dishonored.
Yeah.
Watch them. It's fucking awesome.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. So that's coming out. I'm excited for it. I like the first one. I thought it was really good. It was really refreshing when it came out. When this one comes out, I don't know how refreshing it will be, but I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've never talked about this too much. Even in our regular, outside of being famous podcast lives.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky. I figured we can kind of tackle it right now. Okay, because it comes out in June, but I even wrote on the note, probably not.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That's it. You nailed that. There's a chance.
So it's scheduled for June. Again, I don't think it's going to come out.
That game is promising so much.
I don't even know what to think.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Like, I've watched gameplay. I've listened to the developer talk on, like, he's on, like, late shows.
Yeah, he was on Colbert the other day.
Yeah. Like, and I still don't know. I still don't get it. Like, it's a universe. I get that. You're flying around in this universe. I get that. You get to new planets, and there's new life forms and everything. And if you're the first one to discover this life form, you get credited for it.
And that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You're going to get some hilarious names with that.
Oh, I don't know if you change the name of them.
No, you get to name it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But here's the question. How profane are they going to let us be?
Not at all.
Because I want that, like, if you want that, like, monkey to be called much hair on balls, is that going to fly? Well, like, fucktard. Like, probably not going to let you put that in there. And I mean, that's taking out 90% of the fun.
Yeah, that would be the best part of the game.
Yeah, especially, like, make it rated M. Let us put whatever we want in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing besides looking around.
Well, the story is to get to the center of the universe.
But why?
I don't know. I mean, I think they're purposefully not telling you. I think that's the whole thing.
Yeah, because then you want to know, like, well, what is the point of all of this?
I have an inkling there is no center of the universe. I have an inkling that it's just it's just a complete troll.
You think?
And that's the point of the game. Like, some deep meaning of bullshit.
Yeah, there's no center. It's about the journey. And there is nothing worse than it being about the journey, not the destination.
Because by the time you got to the destination, you already know what the journey was.
Yeah, and I don't... I just don't see this as game even. Like, I feel like it's just exploring. Like, I can go walk through the woods and do the same thing. Like,
yeah.
I mean, this is... Like, is there space combat? Is there first-person combat?
There is first-person shooting, and you can... And, like, I guess, like, you can go on the planet. If you cause a ruckus, like, the space police come after you. I'm making it sound stupid. But, like, some kind of, like... planetary guardian defense system like actually starts attacking you if you're bad.
The way to do this that it would be cool is if, like, say there were just like 5 factions and you joined one and you were mining resources or something.
Yeah,
like that would be neat.
From what I've read and from what I've been seeing, and I completely agree with this assessment, the game's was like procedurally generated, it's called. So these are, like, being processed and generated. Like, the developers even said there's a chance you won't even run into people. Because there's so many planets.
Yeah.
Like, you might
have the most boring time ever, or you might have the best time ever.
Exactly.
Like what's the goal here?
Exactly. So it's just really... It just seems like it's just 2 sandbox with no content. Like, at all.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, if the only part of the game is you fly into a random planet you've never seen before, you get there, it has cool animals on it, and you can, like, gather resources so that you can continue on your journey, and sometimes shoot stuff. That doesn't sound that much fun.
No, that's going to get boring on the 3rd planet.
Yeah.
Like, what am I fighting? What am I killing? What is my goal here?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be driven towards something, not just exploring.
I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and check it out, probably.
Oh, I'm definitely going to check it out, because I just want to see if they deliver on this.
And they're not going to.
There's no way.
There isn't. There just isn't. I mean, it might be good, but there's no way they're going to live up to this expectation.
Yeah, because they have set the bar too high on themselves.
For themselves. I mean, you're on Colbert. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah. You better have a good game, because if you're on Colbert and you come out with a 6... you're gonna hear it.
Oh yeah,
like you're either setting yourself up for most disappointing of the year or best of the year.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like is this game.
Yeah, I stretching it, man. Best.
I don't even really want to play it.
I know. I just want to see what it's about.
Yeah,
it's like a movie. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like I'll probably play for 3 hours just to see what it's like.
Yeah,
it's like a movie.
You watch the first 20 minutes and you know whether or not you want to watch it or not.
But like the way they're describing the game, it just seems like it's a movie.
Yeah,
like you don't really.
It doesn't seem like a game.
What I'm really interested to see is like if this center of the universe thing is what they're like going for, and what kind of game mechanics they can actually bring to the table to make it decent.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Hopefully it turns out okay.
Okay, so next on the list we got the game I'm actually super excited about. It's called For Honor.
Never even heard of it.
Okay, Ubisoft makes it.
That used to mean something. That really did. Remember when they made Prince of Persia and Assassin's Creed?
I know. I wanted you to just wanted to tell you this so you get it out.
Okay.
Okay, but it looks like tons of fun. And what it is, it's a medieval multiplayer game.
Okay.
You're thrown in to just like a castle siege or like a crazy battle on like, like a giant plane or something. Not like an airplane, but like,
yeah,
grasslands.
I assumed the grasslands, not the flight.
But you can pick between like Viking knights or samurais, and you just go at it.
So it's just a battle.
It's just like a giant army. It's like a giant war between like these factions. But I can't describe it. You have to check out a video.
I'll have to check it out because, like I said, Ubisoft used to mean something before they were just Assassin's Creed.
The fighting system looks sick from what I've seen. I've seen real gameplay, and it looks sick. It's a lot of like putting your sword in the right place to block attacks, and then you'll get it to counter. But like it's really one-on-one. Like you'll run up to someone, and then it's like you versus them.
That sounds cool.
I mean, people can jump in, But like when you're really fighting, it's mainly like one-on-one.
And you're basically fighting other people too. It's not NPCs.
It's just people.
Multiplayer only.
No. They actually originally thought, but there is a campaign.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that was just released really recently. That they're gonna have some kind of solo play in it.
That actually sounds like a good idea for a game.
Yeah, like I said, check out a video, man. It looks awesome.
All right, I'll have to look into that one.
That's just scheduled for 2016, so sometime this year.
Blank slate.
Final Fantasy 15.
You know what?
It's supposed to come out this year.
I think it's gonna come out, and I can't do it. Like, that's one thing I will never stop playing them. Yeah. Like, 13 did not leave a bad enough taste in my mouth to stop playing Final Fantasy.
That's the thing. There's like 9 of them, and then there's a really bad one.
Yeah.
Oh well.
One. I'll give them one bad one.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have an off one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame it took you 6 years to make a bad game, but you know what I do not like at all though?
Cool. I can tell you a couple things I don't like, but go ahead.
There's no female in your party.
No, yeah. I was just about that's my biggest complaint. You're like a boy band running around the woods.
Yeah.
It sounds like the worst thing ever.
It's like a boy band taking a trip across the country.
It's like, do you want to see NSYNC go hiking? Play Final Fantasy 15.
That's a good. And I do, and I'm gonna play it.
Like, it looks cool. It's just like the demo, the beta play, or whatever you got to play. I didn't get it, but I watched people play it, and like the game looked fun, but like. There are 4 dudes, which, yeah, that's a big mistake.
That's a huge problem.
Especially since Lightning was so well received and from 13. She's the best part of the 13.
Yeah, and Final Fantasy usually has...
like a really strong female protagonist.
Yeah. It
really does.
It always has a strong female protagonist.
Like, I don't know if it was just like just because it was the demo, but like they're all dressed in black. Like they just all look gothic.
And they all look the same.
I know. The only difference is size. Like the one dude's tall and the one dude's short and has like a kilt on, but it's black.
And we have the team here. Like we've been through enough of these games to know that we have your like Yuffie character that's like the goofy-headed girl. We have the Cloud character. They're all fit this type, and maybe that's going to be neat that they're not just going to be those characters again, but I like those characters.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's Final Fantasy. It's those characters.
Exactly. So I'm like 60-40 on it.
See, I think my love for the Final Fantasy series is going to shine through. Like, I'm going to get it day one.
Me too. I will, undoubtedly.
I've said this, I don't know if I said this on the cast or just in our daily lives. Final Fantasy is my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
I just feel like each one of those games you could put 80 hours into, and they're all good except for 13.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, 12 was my favorite one, and this one looks like it might be kind of 12-ish, so with more like open like battles, not turn-based battles. So we'll see what they do with it. And like I said, I love Final Fantasy enough that I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's one of those games where I'm going to complain about it, but I'm absolutely going to buy and probably enjoy to some degree.
Yeah.
It's just, the bar's high for Final Fantasy.
That's their problem.
You can't give me a bad Final Fantasy game. Like, I'll be real sad.
Nah,
I'll be pissed.
I will be really upset. And I didn't hate 13 as much as everyone.
It was just boring.
It was boring.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's watching a battle system. Mm-hmm. They didn't want us to play it.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Final Fantasy enough. To me, Final Fantasy still means something. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. I think my biggest pet peeve, and like with Final Fantasy in general, that's why my favorite's 9. I love 9.
9's really good.
Yeah.
It might be my number 2, actually.
Yeah, because I love the medieval. I love, like you said, I love swords as opposed to guns. And Final Fantasy tries to integrate kind of like sci-fi with fantasy. And usually it succeeds pretty well, and it doesn't bother me. But 15 feels like it's too modern.
Yeah.
Because there's like cars. Like, and I'm not just saying like futuristic cars. Like, they look pretty modern. And, like, driving around in a Honda Civic with a boy band, just doesn't sound.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad game right there.
Well, yeah, but
you put any other name but Final Fantasy on this game, I think it looks terrible.
yeah.
Let's be honest.
Did you watch any of the gameplay?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you see the summon?
No, I didn't.
Odin?
No, I didn't.
That makes me want to buy the game.
Okay.
Watch it.
All right.
It's awesome. It was so good.
That's good.
Yeah.
It is. It's Final Fantasy. It's my favorite series. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
And,
So,
I mean, it's sad that I'm not that excited about it.
well, plus it's getting to that point where it's just been so long.
Yeah.
And we've known about it for so long. Like, if they just released new stuff on it this year, like, we didn't even know it was coming out, it probably would be more excited about it.
That's true. We've been waiting on this thing since they announced 13.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But I'm guessing it's going to come out third or fourth quarter. I'm probably going to go fourth quarter on this one.
Probably. Yeah.
I feel like they're just going to juice as much time out of it as they can.
They are promising this year, though. So.
Yeah. So, but I think it'll be Thanksgiving, Christmas, around there.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Give me something to do.
And Zelda Wii U.
I think we kind of went over that one.
And did you notice it's not on my most anticipated?
That's kind of sad. I thought... I know what your most anticipated is now, I have a feeling.
But, I'm not convinced. It's like,
You're not convinced it's coming out?
I think it's going to come out.
Convinced?
I just don't know what to feel because I feel like it's going to come out on NX too. So it's like...
It's going to be a launch title for NX.
So it's like, there's not even a freaking name to the game yet.
Yeah, working title is...
No, right now it's called Zelda Wii U.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crap.
Yeah,
It's called Twilight Princess Zelda GameCube.
Yeah, that would have been annoying.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not getting you pumped.
No, it sounds like, oh god.
And it's like, oh, there's another Zelda, you're welcome.
Zelda NX. Like, that sounds like a bad anime.
It does.
Like, I don't want that. Anyway, it's not on my most anticipated just because I am the biggest fan ever of Zelda, but...
And they also haven't shown you anything.
I know. I am just not convinced it's, like, going to be official. I feel like there's going to be some kind of shenanigans.
Yeah. And
I just feel like something's going to happen.
You don't want to get your heart broken.
Pretty much. So I'm just forgetting about it. Gonna let it play its course. Yeah. Please put out a game soon, Nintendo. I beg you.
We've had enough waiting.
Zelda Twilight Princess, I am legitimately super excited about. So that'll hold me over for Zelda for a while.
There you go.
Okay. Do you want to go anticipated?
My most anticipated?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for me, I'm going Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, best game of last year. I love the Dark Souls series. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, all of them. I am with you on that. I kind of just want more Bloodborne. But I like Dark Souls enough. I think it's different enough. I kind of want to go back to using my wizard.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that, using spells. It looks like they improved the pace of the combat. And it's just, at this point, From Software produces the best work going right now. I mean, for me, it would have been Naughty Dog till this Uncharted 4 nonsense.
Yeah.
And now, From Software is kind of your top dog for me. Mm-hmm. This is the game I'm looking most forward to. This is the one I'm going to request 3 days off of work and make sure I'm home playing this game for 3 days straight. Like, the rest of these, like, I'm excited for, but this is the big one for me.
Cool. Can you guess what mine is?
Last Guardian.
No, I didn't even put that on the list.
How did you not even put that on the list? Okay, so backtrack.
Yeah.
Screech.
Last Guardian. Oh, Mighty Number 9 as well is coming out.
Oh, yeah, Mighty Number 9. I'm excited for that as well.
That's coming out pretty soon. I think that's February. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I just try to put a list together real quick.
Yeah.
My number 9, and yes.
Okay, but Last Guardian.
Looks fantastic.
That's actually
incredible.
That would be my number 2.
Yeah.
If this game actually comes out this year, and they're promising that it's coming out this year, that's another company that their stuff is like up here.
It's a work of art. It's not a video game.
No.
Like Ico, Shadow Colossus, and this look like works of art.
Yeah.
And they all have that awesome like style too.
And I think it's cool that they're kind of combining Ico and the Shadow, because it's like in Ico, your main thing was escorting that girl around. And then Colossus is giant monsters, so let's escort a giant monster around.
And ride them and do. It just looks really cool.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And like, if you notice, I don't know if you did, if you saw the latest gameplay, but like the character is very physics based, and like he kind of looks funny running around, but it makes for really cool animations, and it just looks like a really interesting take on just the game. Like, I think the gameplay is going to be huge influence with gravity and physics and stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be an awesome game.
Oh yeah,
and I'm glad that it's actually coming out.
Oh,
I'm just happy it's coming out.
Because like, if I thought it like was canceled for a while.
I think it was canceled for a while, and then when they got the PS4, Sony went in and like were like, you need to get this game made, and they kind of kicked it back up again.
Good. My most anticipated game, I don't know if you heard of it, but it's called Horizon Zero Dawn.
No.
You haven't heard of it?
No.
Okay, it's a PS4 exclusive, supposedly coming out this year. Guerrilla Games makes it. They develop it. They develop the Killzone games.
I know who Guerrilla Games. Wait, is this the one where you fight robot dinosaurs?
With a bow and you're a chick?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that game looks amazing.
Yeah, I was hoping you would figure out what it was.
Yeah, I just didn't know the name of it, but yeah, that game looks sweet. Action RPG fighting dinosaurs in like a Last of Us-esque.
Mm-hmm. And I love because I was going to say, like, part of the thing I love about this game is the heroine. She's like the chick from Brave.
Yeah.
You have the bow and she's like red haired. It's like cavemen meet modern technology in the woods.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just looks so cool.
And I mean, you have me at robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, and like
robot fucking dinosaurs.
And they made them so animalistic. Like, they look like, it's like if you put a freaking deer skin on these things, they would be a deer. Yeah. But they're just machines.
Yeah.
And I think the game's gonna have a really interesting like scavenger aspect to the game that will be fun. Like, you can like hunt these really rare machines and get cool stuff for like your bow or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool to go on like specific hunts, kind of put like a Monster Hunter kind of element on it too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But the gameplay reminds me of like Shadow of Mordor meets Uncharted. It looks so good. It
does look really good. I actually, because we were doing this list, was watching a lot of like most anticipated games, and that was actually the one that caught my eye. I was like, this looks cool.
Yeah. So it was, I think this is my most anticipated. Zelda doesn't get it this time, strictly because it's like the obvious choice. It's in its own caliber. Like, obviously I'm most excited about Zelda.
I think it's kind of sad that our most, like, what you would think our most anticipated, me, Uncharted, you, Zelda, it's just kind of like,
Yeah, we're getting dragged through the mud.
Yeah, we're getting raked over the coals with these.
Yeah, so I want to pick something original. And this is the one game at E3 where I'm like, this looks fucking sweet.
And it's a new IP, which is cool.
Yeah, it really is. Hopefully they don't overdo it. What I like about Guerrilla Games, Killzone games were okay. I'm not saying they're the best. But they never felt like they were unwelcomed. They didn't they didn't push one out every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had their own thing with it, and like fans who loved it loved every single one of them. And so I feel like they're going to do a really good job with this.
Yeah, I mean, and they make a damn polished game.
They do.
And
Killzone looked damn good, played damn well. It's just a matter of your opinion if you liked it or not.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought they were okay.
Yeah, they're good.
They're
games.
like 7s to me.
Yeah.
But this one, yeah, like of all the like trailers of games coming out, this was the only one I haven't heard of where it was just by watching footage of it, like it caught my eye. Mm-hmm. It looks really cool.
Yeah, so that's my.
And I did want to bring up like one other game just because I love Borderlands so much is Battleborn.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much about this, so
I'm excited about it. From what it sounds really interesting. It's about a universe where like the whole universe has died except for like one planet is still habitable. So it's like 5 factions are fighting it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and the characters and art style look really good. It's really cartoony, that Borderlands style.
So they kept that kind of style with it?
Yep, and the humor seems to be there as well.
That's good.
And like I said, I really like the Borderlands games. And this one's gonna have a multiplayer, like, competitive.
Okay, so it's not strictly multiplayer. Because this sounds like a good making for just a multiplayer game. But it's not gonna just be that.
To be honest, I have no idea. I think it's gonna be like a co-op kind of like Borderlands, but then it's also going to have versing.
Okay.
So, and I mean, it just looks really good. And I love that. I trust that. I don't know who makes those games, but I mean, Borderlands is great.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
So
They've made a name for themselves.
I'm actually looking forward to that one a lot. I remember reading about it a long time ago, and I was like, yeah, this looks interesting. It sounds cool too because each one of the characters sounds like very different.
Okay.
So it's going to be a multiplayer shooter where like all the characters, like one's going to be a samurai, and then you have like a sniper robot, and then like a mushroom who uses magic. Like it's
You sold me.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Magic mushroom.
There are magic mushrooms in it.
Yes.
So sounds that. Just wanted to get that one in there. I'm looking forward to that one.
Sounds good. Okay, so now on to the next segment of the cast. Our top 10 Super Smash Bros. Characters that we wish were in the game, but were not, unfortunately.
All right, this is going to be exciting.
And I think I'm going to go off a limb here and say that I think they're done adding characters.
Yeah.
I think they're done.
It's fine. These are just our dreams.
Yeah, they're dreams.
All right.
Okay, do you want to start or me?
I think I should start, age before beauty and all that.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. But we're going to do 10 and up. So this is your number 10. This is your...
Yeah. Coming in at number 10, and the other reason he's not higher is because I've seen him in a fighting game, and that's Beautiful Joe.
Nice. Good pick.
I mean, that was a GameCube exclusive when it came out, so there is some Nintendo there, and I just love that game, and I love Joe, so I'm going to go with Beautiful Joe as my number 10.
I mean, he fit the style of the game really well. His Final Smash would probably be awesome.
Yeah, some sort of slow motion dodging. Plus, you could have the dodge in there, which would be awesome.
Because there's already dodging, so it works.
Yeah.
My number 10's Erdrick from Dragon Warrior.
Okay.
I think he would fit really well. I think the Fire Emblem characters need to just chill out and realize there's too many of them.
Yeah, we could use, him instead of, one of the 5, 6.
Yeah, I mean it's a traditional RPG from Nintendo. I mean, I think he fits the bill really well, and I think he's like a cool Dragon Knight. It's awesome.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Yeah, so that's why that's my number 10. I think strictly because he deserves it and he looks cool.
All right, coming in at number 9 for me. You could have either one, but Billy or Jimmy Lee.
Nice.
I mean, how do you not have the Double Dragons, or at least one of the Double Dragons?
I think it would be kind of a throw them in there, and then it's a skin is the different one.
Yeah.
It's same character, but just different skin.
Like, it's as far as classic Nintendo games that don't have any representation, that's one of them for me.
Sure. That's good. Number 9 for me is Pimple from Battletoads.
Oh, you're throwing a Toad in there?
Yeah. It's funny because they had the Double Dragon Battletoad game, so kind of on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I like Battletoads, and they would cool character because they have the moves where they can transform their hands. And stuff,
like big punch and boot kick and
that's an iconic game on Nintendo too. So
yeah, I thought
good pick.
I thought it would fit.
All right, coming in. This is kind of funny because it's another mutant, but I want a Ninja Turtle in this game.
There you go.
I don't care which one. If I had to pick, probably Leonardo.
I think he would probably be the one to be in it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe another one of those things where it's a skin.
The only thing about that is they're all different weapons.
Yeah.
So
if I was gonna pick one there, I'm gonna go Leonardo.
Sounds good. My number 8's Vivi from Final Fantasy IX.
Good pick.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how
spells and stuff.
Yeah, Vivi is awesome. I don't think he would have not much of a melee character.
No,
but
I mean, like if you look at Zelda, she's very magic based with her attacks and stuff.
There are a lot of annoying projectile characters.
I think he'd be good. I think it'd be cool to watch him float around too. I think he'd have like a cool floaty jump or something.
Yeah. Plus, Vivi's just awesome.
Yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, I have to throw him in there.
Yeah. All right, coming in at number 6 for me.
We're at 7.
Oh, we're at 7. All right, maybe I have more than 10 on here.
That's okay.
That's fine. Okay, but number 7, I'm going Simon Belmont.
There you go.
I think it's ridiculous he's not in it.
I know.
To be perfectly honest with you, I mean, How do you not have Simon Belmont in these games? And he hasn't made one of them.
I know. If Solid Snake's going to be in one.
Yeah, I mean, you put a Belmont in there before.
Or Alucard.
I want a Belmont.
I'm just saying, you could. There's potentially lots of characters you could put in.
Yeah.
But that's a good pick. That's actually on my picks. So he's higher up, though.
Now you put him higher than that.
I did because I feel like you're right. I think he deserves it more than pretty much anyone else. Since they put Mega Man in, I think he's the next runner-up.
Yeah, I mean, as far as person that blows my mind they're not in it, he's number 1.
Yeah, I agree. My number 7's Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden.
Ah, okay.
I think he should be in it. There's no real ninjas in the game. You could say Grey Ninja is a ninja, but he's a Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon. That does not.
Yeah,
count.
he resembles a ninja, but I want a ninja, like a hardcore ninja in there. So.
Yeah, and I want a ninja as well, which is why my next pick is Strider. I'm gonna go with Strider over Ryu, just because I don't even know why. I think he looks cooler, I think is why.
Yeah, he does, and he fits the bill pretty well.
Yeah, and I like his sword, the plasma sword.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
I think he would be cool. I've also seen him in fighting games, which maybe is why I should have probably went with Ryu, but I just like...
Well, he's in...
he's in Dead or Alive, yeah. I never really played those games. So, I mean, I did play the beach volleyball one a lot because I'm a pervert, but...
I never played those. I always kind of wanted to.
I never did either, to be honest with you. But I think I'm going with Strider over Ryu. I don't know. I like them both so much, but I figured if I'm going to throw one of them on here, my heart leans with Strider.
Hey, I mean, I think he fits the bill of Smash Brothers better, honestly. But
yeah, he has more tools, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, we put ninjas in the same spot.
Yeah.
Okay, you're number 6.
Number 6. It was Strider.
Oh, you were that. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, mine's Soda Popinski from Punch-Out.
That's a good pick. That's a solid pick.
I mean, if you're going to have Little Mac in there, you should put one of his villains. And Soda Popinski, other than King Hippo, I just don't think King Hippo would be as fun. Like, Soda Popinski's like a drunk Russian.
Yeah, I think he would be more hilarious.
And he's like pink. It would just be funny to see him in the game. I really would want to play as him.
And King Hippo's the obvious pick.
Exactly. So I went the other way. I originally had Mr. Dreamer Mike Tyson, and I'm like, I want a more original character. So I went with Soda Popinski because he's just fun.
He's probably my favorite character in that game, actually.
I know, he's awesome.
He's so funny. like a buff-ass dude in a Speedo. All right, my next one, where are we at, 4?
According to this, I'm on 5.
Okay, so 5. I thought about this one for a while, okay, because I want a Jedi in this game.
Whoa.
So
okay,
now here's the trick.
Far reaching.
Yeah, I'm going way out on a limb. Not even a video game character. But if I want a Jedi, I'm gonna go with my favorite one, and it's Luke.
Luke.
So I'd put Luke in this.
Well, Luke, he's been in games.
I mean, he had the Super ones on Super Nintendo, the Super Star Wars, and those games are all awesome.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could throw him in. There's a move set there already. He has that cool lightsaber spinny thing.
Yeah. I think it's a solid choice. You could get like a force push in there. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I was kind of debating on something like that, but I
figured
a little
like
too far-reaching.
Yeah, I wanted to go far-reaching with one of my picks, just someone outside of gaming that I would want in it.
Oh yeah, man! That's
I want a Jedi. I'm going with Luke.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna say the name, and I'm gonna see if you know who it is. Okay. So number 5, Roman Centurion.
Ooh. What is he from? I have no idea.
Dude, Altered Beast.
Altered Beast, okay.
Dude, power up.
Yeah, it would be worth having him in the game just for that.
That's the only reason I want him in it. Power up.
I would put him in there just for that. Power up. You have a lot of shin kicks, too.
Yeah. He only has 2 moves. He punches and kicks and then powers up.
Yes.
But I think it'd be cool because, like, I think his final smash could be kind of like it randomly turns into a different beast. Like sometimes it's a dragon, sometimes you're a bear, sometimes you're a tiger. It's just random.
That would be
kind of cool.
All right. I kind of have my next pick. Where are we at? 3?
4.
Or 4? Okay, sorry, my bad. But 4, I have Kefka.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Final Fantasy VI.
There you go. That'd be.
And
good.
I just want him in there for the laugh.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, he is my favorite Final Fantasy bad guy of all time. Like, he's hilarious. You could poison people in some way. I think that would be funny. And I just want to hear the laugh. And plus, he's a master of magic, and
he's a cool character.
yeah, he's arguably the best Final Fantasy character of all time.
So that would be your pick if you had, from every Final Fantasy, he would be the one you'd put in the game.
I have one higher than that from a Final Fantasy.
Oh,
So
sorry, I ruined that one. Okay, I'll do my number 4.
Okay.
My number 4 is Bomberman.
I had him at 9. And
Yeah.
he slid out.
I just think he's perfect for it. I think he'd be a lot of fun. I thought the games were fun.
I love Bomberman, and it is a classic Nintendo game. Like I said, he was my number 10, and I was struggling between him and Beautiful Joe. And although I've seen Beautiful Joe in a fighting game, I just like him too much.
Sure, that's fine.
So,
I just thought Bomberman...
But Bomberman, excellent pick.
Yeah, he fits the bill, I think.
Yeah, that's more of the one that fits the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's awesome. Plus, like, you could be just chucking bombs everywhere.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
Yeah.
It'd be just rampage.
And hopefully, like, they could hit you, too.
Yeah.
Like
they'd have to.
Yeah, they would have to hit you
Yeah.
as well. Because Bomberman is his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Which is why he's cool. It's like, who's the most powerful enemy in Bomberman? Yourself.
Absolutely.
The person that's most likely to kill you is yourself.
Yep. Okay.
So he's a loose cannon.
Number 3.
Number 3. This is my one higher. I want Lightning in there.
Okay.
Just because I don't really like Final Fantasy 13, but I love Lightning. I think she just looks cool. Gun sword also, I think, would be a great weapon.
Oh yeah, that's a good pick. Because Cloud's in it right now. That was just like too obvious.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
I just like Lightning that much.
Yeah.
So I would have rather had Lightning than Cloud. So.
Sure. Okay.
That's kind of my FU to Cloud.
Okay, so... I mean, technically they're kind of the same. They're just different. They're opposite sex.
Yeah, I mean, they're the same character.
Yeah.
I like girls.
One's slightly hotter than the other.
Yeah, Cloud is much prettier.
Yeah. Okay, my number 3 was Simon Belmont. We already talked about that, but he was higher on the list for me, so...
I mean, yeah, I can't argue with that.
Go ahead.
So my number 2 coming in is my runner-up, Dante.
We're on 3.
We're on 3? Well, where did I miss one?
Okay, so yours is Dante.
Yes, Dante.
Okay.
Are you sure we're on 3?
No, we're on 2.
Okay. You fucking dick. Who does that?
I didn't mean
We're trying to be professional
I
here.
know.
Cocksucker. I'll punch you in the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so back to Dante. We went over how much I love Dante last week. Just think he'd be cool. He's great in Marvel vs. Capcom. So many weapons, so many things you could do with him. Granted that guys with big swords are kind of, rampant in those games. But, you could give him the nunchucks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Make him different.
Yeah.
He has a lot of weapons. It doesn't have to be a sword.
Yeah, that's a good pick. And his Final Smash, I think his Final Smash, obviously, like the devil...
Yeah, you go Devil Trigger.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Do something.
All right. My number 2, Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight, good pick.
This is the one where I'm kind of wondering why he's not in the game.
That is one of those ones you're wondering.
I mean,
why.
they have an amiibo. He's huge now.
Yeah.
He would easily been an awesome DLC character.
Yeah, and he has a weapon moveset. It's all there.
It is. He's awesome music. Like they could have had.
You have an awesome Shovel Knight stage.
That's what I was gonna say. They should have had a stage. It would have been really sweet. But
I mean, that's one that I didn't even think of Shovel Knight, but that's one that surprises me. That's actually not in the game.
Yeah, that's
especially for being a Nintendo exclusive.
That's why he hit number 2 for me. Again, I think he's on point. He just unfortunately didn't make the cut.
All right.
Say, who's your number 1?
Number 1, This might be a cop out. You can judge me how you will. I couldn't pick between these two because I honestly don't know who I would rather have.
So you have two.
I have two.
Okay.
They're from the same game at least.
Okay.
Chrono and Frog.
Okay. Those are really good picks.
Like I can't pick which one I would rather have.
I mean, I think iconically Chrono fits better, but Frog is so awesome.
Yeah.
So I would rather have Frog.
To be honest, I'm leaning Frog.
Yeah.
But I
just don't think anyone would know.
Yeah. And I couldn't do it because if I put Frog as number 2, Chrono is going to be number 1. Or vice versa.
I appreciate the surprise.
Because, it takes away, because Chrono Trigger is probably my second favorite game of all time, and I love Chrono and Frog, so I would put the whole cast in. Like, I would throw Magus in there, too. I don't really need Robo.
Mm-hmm.
But Chrono and Frog.
It's good picks.
All right. And who's your number 1?
Are you ready?
I'm ready for this.
Stop trying to peek.
I'm trying to peek, yeah.
Dude. Dude, it's Michael Jackson from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
What?
I told you you'd say what.
Yeah, why would you put him in there, let alone at number 1?
Have you ever played that game?
Yes, I played Moonwalker. He kicks fairy dust.
Listen to what you're saying.
yeah.
And picture it in Smash Brothers.
You know what would be awesome? The final Smash where everyone dances.
Yes.
That's
what I mean. Everyone does the Thriller, and it's just everyone dies.
That would be fantastic.
And he's moonwalking and shoot fairy dust at people and. Woo!
Saving children right before he molests them.
But it would just be oh, we're playing, and it's who the fuck is Michael Jackson?
Who keeps picking Michael Jackson?
It's me.
Woo! Yeah, you could have an awesome stage. His taunt would just be the crotch grab, just taunting over and over again.
You just get Smooth Criminal in the background.
Oh, yeah, Smooth Criminal on a stage where you're saving kids out of cars. Okay, I see where you're coming from now.
It's not honestly the most serious, but it would be hilarious.
It would be
if
funny.
Michael Jackson was in Smash Brothers.
Just the most epic brawler of all time. Man, strikes fear in your eyes. You can turn into that giant robot too.
Yeah, dude. You something shoots across the sky, and it's you just pick it up and you turn into a Robo Michael.
And that is the greatest thing ever. So yeah, that's a good pick. I didn't even think about that.
That's my number 1.
But why would you?
Well, I want to say this. A friend of ours, I appreciate it. He kind of came up with a huge list of just tons of characters.
Yeah, I got the list
for us to just look over and just kind of help us pick these people. And he threw him in there, and it was just brilliant. I'm I was gonna make him 5, and then I realized today, no,
nah.
I want him more than anyone else because it would be just so funny.
I think I'm going to have to change my number 1 here. We're going to have to redo the whole list.
We need to send it to Nintendo. Yeah. Michael Jackson needs to be in Smash.
Chrono and Frog are now 3 and 2. Sorry, Joe, you're off the list. Just, it happens that quick sometimes.
That's what happened to me today. I was sitting at work. I'm yeah, Michael Jackson's my number 1. Okay, so... that's fantastic. All right, so I have some honorary mentions. You got any?
Nah, I mean, because I didn't really. I put in my top 10. I didn't think about it anymore.
Well, I kind of made a big list and picked from them. I'll throw them out there, see what you think about these. Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim. I had him on there for a while. He got bumped for, I believe, Dante. Okay. Because I forgot about Dante. That's the only reason.
I have Rick from Splatterhouse.
Splatterhouse does rule. Do you have Kid Cool Kid Chameleon? Okay.
KC.
KC's in there. I like Kid Chameleon.
He's one of the honorary mentions.
One of the dudes from Contra.
I put both. Private, dude, their names.
They have names?
Private First Class, Bill Rizzer, and Lance Bean.
Bill and Lance.
Dude, Bill Rizzer is Arnold. and Lance Bean is Stallone.
Oh, okay. Is that how that works?
Yeah, like on the cover art, that's like in order. So, because that's obviously who they ripped the Contra guys off of.
Yeah, that's who they are.
It's the same exact pose from Predator that the guy's doing on the Contra cover. So, yeah, they're in there. Starman from Pro Wrestling.
Oh, Starman, yeah. That game is so bad.
I know, but he's awesome.
Yeah, he did.
He's very iconic for me. I just remember playing when I was little. I just loved playing as Starman. A Boy and His Blob.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think it's just fun. I think it would be funny. It's like they have all these characters that sometimes have like Rosalina has her little Star Luna or whatever. I think it'd be cool to have like a boy and his blob, kind of like a character like that.
Just because you never think of him because it's like Nintendo and like PlayStation or so, like opposite ends. But like Ratchet would be cool, or Daxter would be cool.
Yeah, well those were in those like that PlayStation All-Star.
Yeah, but that game was not that great.
I didn't even play it. I was not interested.
I played it, and I remember playing it for like 10 minutes and being like, I'd rather be playing Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's a complete ripoff of it, but
no, it's not. And that's the problem. Like
I mean, the idea.
The idea is,
but
they changed it to a point where it's like, well, if you're gonna rip off Smash Brothers, just rip off Smash Brothers.
Do it right.
Yeah, I would have played Smash Brothers with PlayStation characters, not your stupid game. I mean, all of your 3 iconic characters, and I have another one. Lara Croft.
That's a good one.
Just because of her iconic stature.
Yeah, I mean, again, if Solid Snake's going to be in it, Lara Croft should be in it.
Yeah, Batman, just because Batman should be in everything.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then my last honorary mention, Sir Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins.
That's a good one.
Because I just think it would really fit.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the game, but I think it would be cool because, like, if you got hit, a piece of armor flew off and eventually you're in your underwear. I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Marvel vs. Capcom. So
that's true.
I didn't think it's weird because I put Dante and Beautiful Joe on this list, but I was like, he's already in Marvel vs. Capcom. And I was like, that's how cool Dante and Beautiful Joe are.
So
they're good enough that it doesn't matter. They're in another game.
Well, that's the list.
That was fun.
That was fun. I like these top 10s. We should do more of these. How about the fans throw out a top 10 or top 5 or something list that we can choose off of that you want to hear us?
If there's one thing we like doing here, it's listing things and talking about them.
And who doesn't love to hear someone else's list?
Yeah, that's true. I do like for some reason, I always love listening to lists.
You have to listen to the whole list.
Yeah, it's like, I was watching a bunch of like Watch Mojo lists, and it's like either they're really pissing you off, or you're like, yeah, they know what they're talking about.
I think these lists are good, and I think a lot of people will agree. And if you never thought Michael Jackson should be in Smash Brothers, I guarantee you do now.
Yeah, and not only do you think that now, you want to make this happen somehow. You want to.
Let's start a poll. Let's start it.
Let's start a petition. Get that to Nintendo.
Okay, well, that's it for the show. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. And
where can they find us?
Please email us at flockofgeeksgaming at gmail.com with your list that you'd like us to go over, top 5 or top 10 of anything that you'd like. Find us on Facebook, Twitter.
We're pretty much everywhere.
YouTube. We still don't have a Twitch. Slacking on the Twitch.
That's coming. It's our work schedules are too different. I work retail. You work a 9-to-5 job. So
yeah.
Just kind of like I'm busy on the weekends. You're busy on the weekdays.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated about the Twitch.
I do have a Sunday off here. I think it's next week, but then we got the fucking Steeler game. So if
they win,
they're gonna win. Don't do that.
That's right. They're gonna win.
Yeah. So.
So yeah, just
if the Steelers lose this weekend, there will be a Twitch the following weekend.
There you go. So look forward to that. It'll be Bloodborne, and like I said before, we're going to be giving away a copy to anyone who's lucky enough to witness the secret word.
Yes.
During the playthrough. So
and it's not penis.
Nope. Not yet. Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. You're just gonna have to watch the entire thing to find out.
It's gonna be like 10 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Anyway, thanks guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.